There are a lot of puzzles scattered across the map in Crimson Desert, but one notably puzzling challenge is the Dragonstone Chamber puzzle that you can find near Howling Hill. The puzzle asks you to move 3 discs in a particular order, but if you're feeling stumped, you've come to the right place. Here's everything you need to know about how to solve the Dragonstone Chamber puzzle in Crimson Desert. If you're looking for the puzzle room, head south of Howling Hill, the place you and your crew set up camp in Chapter 3 of the main quest, and look for a giant quarry. Fly down the quarry to the ornate wall on its north side and take out your lantern. Shine it at the ghostly figures nearby, and you'll be prompted to take out the Visione and hear what they have to say. Once you've watched the memory, push the center of the wall where the door is drawn, and you'll have access to the puzzle room. In the center of the room, you'll see a pit that has 3 ornate dials inside of it. If you jump down, you'll notice that you can turn the dials to be oriented in different ways. On the east and west wall of the room, you'll also notice a giant map with 3 markings on it. The map isn't incredibly detailed, but if you pay special attention to some of the locations on it, you can make out that it's showing an area to the southeast of Anvil Hill. In fact, this cluster of buildings is actually the Healing House, which should give you the exact location of where everything else is. If you leave the chamber and go to the northeastmost location marked on the mural, a spot on your in-game map to the east of Anvil Hill, you'll find a mural painted onto the cliff that has 2 spirals on it, one larger spiral that's drawn in the upper right quadrant, and one smaller one in the bottom left quadrant. If you head southeast, you'll find a painting on the cliffside that has a design with the sun and moon at the top of the painting. Finally, head even further southeast along the cliffside and you'll find a mural that looks like a coiled up scorpion with its arms facing to the left. The final location doesn't completely line up with the marking on the map, but you can see the 3 locations marked on my in-game map here if you're lost. With the images of those murals in mind, return to the chamber, hop down into the pit, and orient the dials like they were painted on the cliff sides. The sun dial should have the sun and the moon to the north, the scorpion dial should have its claws facing northwest, and the spiral dial should have the larger spiral in the top right quadrant. It took me a little bit of fidgeting to get things just right, since it's not an exact science, but once you've got it, the camera will show a door on the far side of the chamber opening, and you'll find an abyss crescent inside. Approach the crescent and grab the Abyss artifact and the Memories of Abundance. You can use the Abyss artifact to level up your skills, and the Memory of Abundance will teach you about various places on the map. So that's everything you need to know about how to solve the Dragonstone Chamber puzzle in Crimson Desert. For everything else Crimson Desert, make sure to stick with IGN.